First of all, name of Allah. In this CSS tutorial, we will learn about adjacent sibling selector. In body tags, we will use heading level 1 and close the tag heading level 1. Adjacent. Underneath heading level 1, we will use heading level 2 and close the heading level 2. Underneath we will use open p element and close the p element and copy p element and use dummy text just for learning. Copy, paste in heading 2, p3, paragraph and paragraph. Save the file, go back to the browser. A similar rule called the adjacent sibling selector is specified using the plus sign. Now we will apply CSS on H2 element. In head section, head tags, we will use internal CSS, open style tag and close the style tag. In between style tag, we will use selector H2. This H2 selector represents to this H2 and open curly braces and close curly braces. In between curly braces, we will use CSS property and value. Background color colon orange, semicolon, and save the file. Go back to the browser and refresh the page. A similar rule called the adjacent sibling selector is specified using the plus sign and is used to select elements that would be siblings of each other. So we will use white space. After we use plus symbol, sibling selector, and use p selector. Press the below button to save the file, go back to the browser and reload the page. And second paragraph, not orange, not adjacent to H1. We will use General Sibling selector. Open Notepad++ and underneath heading level 1 we will use heading level 3 and close the heading level 3 tag and use heading General Sibling selector. Underneath heading level 1 we will use open p element and close the p element, and after that we will use heading level 6 and close the heading level 6. Underneath heading level 6 we will use open p element and close the p element. Underneath p element we will use heading level 5 and close the heading level 5 tag, and we will use dummy text just for learning. Copy and paste in P and heading 6, paste just for learning and paste. Now we will apply CSS on this general sibling selector. Underneath H2, H6, open curly braces and close curly braces. In between curly braces we will use CSS property and value. Color property pink, semicolon, and press the below button to save the file. Go back to the browser and reload the page. We will use tilde, white space, and use tilde. CSS3 selector tilde can be used to select elements that happen to have a particular element preceding them as a sibling directly. So we will use on P and press the below button and go to the browser and reload the page. Would mean that P tags that eventually follow at the same tag nesting level as H6 tags would be ping. So we will use command hashtag icon and use orange adjacent to H1 and P not adjacent orange to H1 as it is underneath command use so not pink as it is pink and underneath page 5 tag we will use comment and use not orange open development and close the development. In between developments we will use p element, open p element and close the p element, and we will use dummy text just for learning. Copy, paste in paragraph, press the below button to save the file, go back to the browser and refresh the page. We use the adjacent to H1, adjacent orange to H1, and this is ping, not ping. Sorry, this is not ping.